The reasoning. If this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to drop down below, hit that like button, that subscribe button, the notification bell to stick with us for future reasonings and uploads. Alright, let's get right into it. So you guys can already see Nevada Goldback, but are these Nevada Goldbacks? You guys saw them previously on the channel. You guys were liking those Nevada backs, but let's check these guys out really fast. Pulling it out. Who is that? New Hampshire. New Hampshire 1/1000 troy ounce 24 karat gold for circulation in New Hampshire. You guys, if you haven't seen the previous videos on these, y'all need to really check it out, tap in with it, look at these videos that I have posted on the website there. So privately issued, not US dollar legal tender, US and international patents pending, private, not public debt. This is the future of sovereign wealth here, guys. If you guys pull out a dollar, check out the dollar that you guys have. What does it say? It is good for private and public, but it is public debt. It is a Federal Reserve note. The federal government prints those off of the taxpayer. Everything that the federal government prints, it prints because it needs to collect more in taxes to pay off that was just printed. But these, they had to have the gold at the time of printing. They didn't print money and then say that they'll get that back by way of taxes, and that's how they keep the economy stabilized. Print some, collect some, print some, collect some. That's an after the fact. You print first and you collect second. That's our current monetary system. With these, you have to have the gold first before you can print these goldbacks. So all of these goldbacks are then verified by the issuer. These are valid to be used as currency in circulation in its given state. I really love this whole mission that is being done right now. These are beautiful, they're great to collect, they're great to hold on to, but they are also usable. If you live anywhere bordering a state or in a state that sells goldbacks, I strongly encourage you to look into them. Try to get some of them. Thinking about in the future potentially utilizing them in the state of origin that you have picked up. If you live near New Hampshire, try to pick up some New Hampshires. If you live near Nevada, try to pick up some Nevada. Utah, Wyoming, Montana, Texas is getting on board with it. Maryland, many states are starting to create these goldbacks. If you border any of those states, or look into it, look into the goldbacks and see where they're being offered, what states are part of the partnership program. Just do your research into it. And if you live in a state that borders one of these states that offers goldbacks, I strongly encourage you to look into it further and potentially pursue purchasing them. Because again, they are very strong valuation. If you have a feeling, if you have a gut instinct that the price of gold is not pegged to 2,300. I mean, a few years back it was only 1,500. Now it's 2,300. It's going to be going forward. Back in the 70s was $50 an ounce. What do you think it'll be in another 100 years? Most people will never see a full ounce of gold. Most people will never see full 10th ounces of gold. Most people in this world will be lucky to see 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. Once the price continues to be volatile, I believe when I purchased this, I want to say it's at spot price, right? 1/1000th of an ounce. I want to say that I purchased this for $1.30. I believe that was my purchase price. Now, $2.30 per $1 face value. $1 face value, $2.30 internal value. Get you some currency that is actually a store of value. People do not fully grasp the difference between currency and money. Money is something that can be stored value. Currency is just a medium of exchange. You can use anything for currency. You can use seashells for currency. You can use cotton for currency. You can use anything for currency. It doesn't matter as long as it's accepted in the marketplace and they're saying, yes, I will accept that in exchange for this transaction. Currency is just the energy used to create and barter a transaction, to see it through. It's not money. Once you complete a transaction, you have a product, you're willing to accept currency for your product, and there's a buyer in the marketplace who currently has currency. Typically, what it's supposed to happen is that the buyer has an asset. The buyer has money. The buyer takes their money, turns it into currency so that they can buy your product. And then you have your product that you accept currency for, and after the transaction is complete, you change it back into money. For these guys, you take your hopefully the buyer takes their asset, converts it into currency, makes a purchase, they take the currency from the purchase, they buy money with it, and they use that money to print more Goldbacks. That is the system. That's the sound monetary system that's supposed to be working. You have to have something to then utilize that as leverage, to then get the currency, to then make that process repeat. That's not the way the dollar works, though. That's not the way that any fiat currency works. The way that fiat currency works is that you borrow initially, you spend it, you hopefully got more value for what you borrowed from and what you spent it on, to then hopefully recapture that premium in the end. But we obviously know that that's not how things work with inflation, depreciation, asset value, hidden taxes, any underlying maintenance cost, or anything like that that requires for your initial upfront investment to be hold true in value. We already know that that system does not work. This system, though, where you have to have the product to make the dollars, to make the Goldbacks, my bad. You have to have the asset to make the Goldbacks, to sell them initially, already verifies that this is a sound currency. I will also say that this is a currency that doubles as money. The dollar is not a currency that doubles as money. It's not a store of value. You put $100 in an account, next year you have the spending power of $98. It keeps going down and down and down. I bought this a year later. I have a higher spending power with this than I would have if I would have been saving dollars. It's a very, very, very important concept. I know it's not missed by the audience. Everybody out there is extremely smart and educated and can keep up with this, and they got it in the bag. Probably most of you have already ran off to go start looking at these guys. I get that. What I am trying to suggest here, though, is a different way to store your currency, a different way to store your money. You can redeem this. Let's see if I can pull up. Let's see if I can pull it up where it actually says on here, because I know the Nevada Goldback specifically says it on there. I'm not sure if the New Hampshire one specifically says it on here. In the Nevada Goldback, on the piece of Goldback itself, it literally says redeemable for either gold or can be purchased from Nevada. This one contains gold value. This one does not necessarily say it's convertible into gold, which is each state's purview. A state can choose what it wants its gold back to be able to do. So that's up to the state's decision. Maybe that's something y'all should also look into, a little nugget of truth that not everybody has even seen. Some gold backs, it just looks like this is for circulation only. So it looks like this one, New Hampshire would not give you, if you took 10 of these, if you took 100 of these, I don't think that they would give you a 10th ounce. for 100 of these. I could be wrong. You could take these into New Hampshire's Goldback circulation mint, and for 100 they might give you a 10th ounce of gold. That's very possible. It just looks like on this one though, it says for circulation in New Hampshire. The one on the Nevada one specifically said though that it's redeemable in gold. The Nevada Goldback specifically says redeemable in gold, and it also says that you can use it for circulation in this state as well. So get yourself something that's a store of value, long time application, but also can be currency as long as you're using it in the state of origin. Just like the dollar is great for purchases in the United States, but it might be fickle for a purchase in another country to where that person would have to convert it to their local currency. This is local currency. Consider it as that. Alright guys, this one went on for a little bit long. I just wanted to jump on here really fast and show you this New Hampshire Goldback, which I'm so excited to have picked up. I love it. It's beautiful. Gradita. It's very, very cool. So now we got the Sophias and the Graditas. Alright guys, if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget, on your way out, drop down below, hit that notification bell, the subscription button, and stick with us on this channel for future reasonings and uploads. Be safe, fam. I love y'all. Peace.